Okay, it should be up. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why, but I can hear myself. Ah, yeah, it's because of the dashboard. It's not working correctly. Now it should be. Yeah. Everything's fine now. Okay, main news. Yesterday I beat Cycling Road Rival, one of the most difficult fights of the early game. It really depends on your box. I had Bolton, who is like broken for this one. And luckily I only lost one mon in the process. It was Electros, which of course it's a bit tragic, but come on, like I'm okay with this outcome. It could have been a lot worse. I actually risked more months on that fight, and it's nice that I got only one death. Also one death that was really likely because of Gardevoir, so it's really good that on Gardevoir I didn't need to sack something else because of Destiny Bond and all of that. And that's what matters here, I would say. But yeah, just one less guy on my party, but more stuff to do. So I will have to look at... Yeah, a double battle immediately. Like the first thing I do today. I have to do a couple more fights in... how do you call this? Cycling Road. Then a ton of fights. Well, not a ton, like 6 or so. And I'm in Petalburg ready for the gym. So it's not that many. The problem is that there are a few of them that I think are really difficult. Maybe this time, because I have more months at my disposal, it's not that bad. Let's have a look. Okay, this is not where I want it to be. Here, this is a double battle. So let's calc it as a double. I think last time I forgot to do so. Okay, it's a Lycan Rock. It's really annoying because it has like a Focus Sash and Kangaskhan. And the thing with this Kangaskhan is that it has Fake Out, right? And Ape seems to... Okay, not Ape, but Staraptor seems okay at killing this. It's in your focus, so you can lower its attack. You can do it for Lycanroc. So let me guess here what I do. But I think I maybe go for the... Okay, it's inner focus, right? So I was going to go for the double fake out, but because that won't work, then I must go Staraptor. Because it shows skill with one roll of close combat, then Kangaskhan is like forced to fake out my Staraptor slot. And that means I get a free turn where everything is predictable because I'm going to fake out Lycanroc myself. And that essentially means I can kill the whole Lycanroc side for free with Ape. So I fake out this to remove the Focus Sash, then Aura Sphere to kill. As I bait fake out from Kangaskhan. I can go to a different mon, in this case, like something maybe that keeps it busy. Let's see, something that dies to Hammer Arm, for example, or Sucker Punch maybe. What about this guy? This takes more from return. Arcanine maybe? Yeah, Arcanine definitely baits Hammer Arm if I pre-damage at the correct range. Although this will be -1, so I have to really make sure I pre-damage well. But yeah, this is Hammer Arm. So on this turn, I'm killing Lycanroc. This comes out. I have a one-shot with Ape. Also, Lycanroc is going to use Accelerock on Ape, or maybe just going for Stomping Tantrum this. It doesn't really matter. It can also be Accelerock on Arcanine. But yeah, I'm just going to switch, so it shouldn't matter. Maybe it goes for Accelerock and then it matters, right? But I can just go here on the Hammer Arm. Yeah. And then... yeah, the problem is that Hariyama maybe doesn't deal enough. Okay, it seems like it does. Because this is going for Hammer Arm. The next turn I can just target with a Aura Sphere and Hariyama with Burn and Silk Scarf kills with Fake Out on top of that. Or Bullet Punch, like it's the same. Well, no, Fake Out is actually a bit better, right? Because it's going to Sucker Punch, but doesn't deal enough to matter. Then it's Fearow. And here Ape doesn't see the kill because it's like -2 special attack, right? This can see kill on any of my mons. I think the answer is switching... okay, not Bolton maybe. Well, it can be Bolton, but only on the Ape slot, I guess. Yeah, actually it can be Bolton in whatever slot and Clayster or something like that, and I deal with it. It's Sniper though, so maybe it does matter. Okay, what about the Drill Peck Crit? Okay, it doesn't kill any of them, and Bolton always one-shots after. Okay, let's get the mons, give them items, and check my plan again. There's some pre-damaging I have to do. Check this guy. Arcanine for the baits is already on the team, I believe. Hariyama and Clayster. Okay, so something like this. Nope. Okay, yeah, now I remember it's inner focus, so Intimidate doesn't work on it. I don't have to pre-damage that much. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Okay, where's Silk Scarf? Burn this guy before I forget. Cool. No one else really needs an item, right? Let's go over the plan again. Turn 1, fake out this guy. This is going to use fake out on my Staraptor because of close combat seeing kill. I just go Arcanine on that switch. Make sure I bait a Hammer Arm. The next turn I hit Lycanroc with the Aura Sphere. Lycanroc goes to Hariyama. Like not my Arcanine goes to Hariyama. As Kangaskhan probably uses like Hammer Arm. Okay, yeah, I am at one turn. I always make this mistake where I miss align turns. Okay, so turn 1 I have to fake out this. And this will be fake out on Staraptor. That's first turn. Turn 2 I kill Lycanroc with Ape. As I go... okay, I've already gone Arcanine. So on turn 2, this is going to be Hammer Arm. I go Hariyama as I kill the Lycanroc. Then I am Ape Hariyama, and this is Victorable Kangaskhan. Okay, I've lost control of the Kangaskhan. Yeah, of course this isn't going to work. Okay, the other option maybe is pre-damage Staraptor enough. That returns his kill maybe? Does this work? Yeah, I think maybe it doesn't. Let's not think that much. I mean, what else can I do? Kangaskhan is just going to fake out Staraptor. I can just trade fake outs, maybe. And then kill the Lycanroc. and Staraptor's still in as it paid something from Kangaskhan. I can make it be return. The thing state doesn't really matter. Like, it's going to be return on ape or return on Staraptor, so I can go Arcanine here like always on the turn where I am killing Lycanroc. And if ape takes the extra damage, it doesn't really matter. Because it will be like Citrus Berry, this will never see kill. And it will see kill on Arcanine. So it has to go for it. Yeah, that looks okay. So then it has to be Citrus Berry just in case. This guy has to be... Arcanine needs to be pre-damaged. Okay, how much? It's going to take potentially no damage, which means it has to be at 56 HP. Okay, let's load the pre-damage script. $56, I think it was. Yeah. Okay, so this has to be Hammer Arm. I go Hariyama on that. And then I'm like alone, so I can start clicking buttons onto a 3v1 situation. Yeah. And for Pharaoh, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to be one shot by Bolton, so it doesn't matter at all. Like, I don't know, maybe it's going to click return or something like that. Has to be rolled back on every single mon. I guess give Bolton a Citrus Berry because it will never proc unless something goes wrong. That's my reasoning. Yeah, now I'll just see how I mess up something, but it should be easy to recover. There are a couple of Citrus Berries too there, but none of them really matter for this fight because I'm relying on one-shots or close to one-shots to get this Aura Sphere, so I'm not hitting something for more than 50%, but I'm not killing it. That's more or less the key here. Okay, it's like up, now left. Okay, it's this double battle here. I can't actually stop using the bike. Okay, it's Ape and Staraptor. Let's see. Let's hope I didn't mess anything up. Because I know I could have spent more time thinking about it, but then I start to get bored, so yeah. It is where it is. Lycanroc, Kangaskhan. Okay, here's Intimidate. It doesn't affect the Kangaskhan, right? It kind of matters if it affects it. Okay. Now we have to see Fake Out on Staraptor, I believe. That's what's going to happen. If it doesn't, then I have to think. But my Fake Out's faster, so even if it fakes out Ape, I guess that's okay. Then this guy isn't supposed to do anything to like Kangaskhan. So in any case, if I get attacked or something, dual win beat, which is safer. If there's Fake Out, we should be seeing another Fake Out from Kangaskhan into Staraptor. Yeah. The reason I'm not sure is that I don't show guaranteed kill, I show potential kill. Sometimes the AI needs to see the kill to do something, sometimes not. It relies on the highest possible roll. But yeah, this is a random move from Kangaskhan. Let's just click its Aura Sphere, right? Yeah. Aura Sphere on Lycanroc. as I switch here for my Arcanine. Okay, there's Accelerock actually. Sucker Punch fails. Okay, that's because I'm faster, so it's actually riskless, I guess. Well, it's not guaranteed to do that. It's like very, very, very extremely likely to do it. It's not guaranteed. You know, it has to be Hammer Arm on Arcanine. Victorville, I'm pretty sure dies to Blaze Kick. Yeah. And Arcanine is just going to go Ariyama. Crit doesn't matter, of course. Red just gets it for the aura farming. Hammer Arm, this lowers Kangaskhan's speed, but that doesn't matter actually here. Okay, let's make sure I'm never dead to crit. Yeah, that's not the case. So now I click Aura Sphere and Fake Out. And this guy dies at the end of the turn. Actually, it dies before he gets any move off, unless it goes for Sucker Punch, I guess. And it won't use it because it doesn't see that I kill it. Yeah, this is actually one of the few times I will click Fake Out into an inner focus mon because it's actually intended. Okay, now there's this thing where I can actually try to kill Fear. I could do it. Yeah, I have Bullet Punch. I can do it. I don't know why I brought the other guys. Like, this has Bullet Punch. Fear doesn't have any priority move. And Overhit from regular special attack Infernape deals a minimum of 88%. So, I see no reason not to do it like this. Let's make some use of that priority move. I didn't have this one until this level cap, so yeah. Also, that's a ton of damage from priority Bullet Punch. That's guts for you. They give you a ton of money. That's safe. Is there another one? I think there is. Yeah, the guy with the sound-based mons. I mean, you can see. It's this guy. This guitar is a single fight, so let's change this. Okay, let me see. The first thing I say is a really fast mon, I guess. Ah, yeah, this is Choice Scarf. Broom doesn't kill, and I just get a one shot by Boom Burst. Okay, this is just Boom Burst spam. You bring anything that walls, I guess. This is still a ton of damage. I guess Ape kills this guy. I do have to make sure. I mean, I'm faster. So I go like Muscle Band. No, not that. White Glasses. Then I always kill. It's scrappy, so no bullshit ability. Like I just get this. I'm being really careful because if I don't do it correctly, I might die to crit or something. But yeah, Fake Out plus Aura Sphere deals with this guy. It's not going to be Chatted because I show kill. It's not going to be Heliodis because I show kill. Yeah, I remember doing this fight. Okay, and the thing here is that it's going to be Snorlax, right? And Okay, it's leftovers. I was going to say something like I can just kill with 2 aura spheres, but not with leftovers. It's here it says 91.4 chance. So maybe that's something I have to account for. It's going to be Earthquake. There's no reason to rest if it's full HP, so I can just go someone that tanks an Earthquake, right? Like Staraptor. Well, tanks. Of course it tanks. Because my other option is Cloister. What about never Maltese Cloister? Wait. It works. Yeah, it should work, but I'm not very convinced. I like Staraptor. And I think that should work because even through leftovers, it just deals more. I'll wing beat the first turn, and it's going to use Body Slam. I can guarantee no paralysis with the Cherry Berry and kill with close combat. That's what you get when you have Staraptor after cycling a rival. You can actually use them on. Okay, then on Staraptor, it will probably be Chatot, I guess. Nope, it's Helios because it's a skill with Thunderbolt. That's really convenient. It can also be Hyper Voice, I guess. But yeah, you go to any ground type, and they don't actually work, as always. So you can go Hariyama instead and try to do something to be clever. Not really. Room deals a ton of damage, but not enough. Okay, I can try to go Ape instead, then I can go to this guy. Then I kind of make sure I always bait Grass Knot. Go Ape on the Grass Knot. Fake out Blaze Kick or something. Then it's going to be Chatot, who I one-shot with Overhit. There's no Focus Sashes or anything. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, what can happen here? Is Helios going for Hyper Voice instead? And then it might go again if it's his skill, if it crits before. I can give this Citrus Berry. I'm pretty sure. So that should be okay. I can bring Hariyama, it seems really good. I can bring Arcanine for this guy. I can bring Bolton for this guy. Yeah. Extremely solid. I don't think I have to think that much. Thanks to Ape mainly. Okay. Go back, get the guys. Also, I'm guessing remove items as always. I know it can be a bit tedious, but... Okay, is Ape actually reusing an item? Yeah, the Wise Glasses. Let's just do it right away. Wise Glasses on this. Okay, is this actually the team? Mostly, right? The only new guy I have to bring is Seismitoad instead of Cloister. And give it the Citrus. So it works even if it gets crit. Hariyama can be, of course, burned for the extra damage. This has to be Cherry Berry. This has to be Chestoberry if it goes out against Chatot. But it shouldn't even be necessary. Let's just go and do the fight. Almost. Just to be clear here, the amount of encounters that you get on this game, like in total, is something like 70, and I'm not saying like 70 from 75 or something, like it's a number close to 70. So having 6 deaths of course is good, but you don't get that many. Also, there are a lot of them that are just surf encounters, and they have a rather low value, but they are useful to get guaranteed encounters later. I can just be saying this as I do the fight, so I don't know why I stopped there. Shooter's game, by the way. Here's one of my favorite ones. Exploit reference. It would be really cool if you got this guy, because yeah, it's automatically going to be called exploit. Okay, this has to flinch. Now I click Aura Sphere. Should always kill. Yeah, now we should see Snorlax. It's going to use Earthquake because it's the only, like, it has 2 entire move slots dedicated to rest and sleep talk, so it's really predictable. So you go here on an Earthquake, also Intimidate. Now it's swapping with first, so I don't lower my defenses and deal necessary chip for close combat to kill after. This can paralyze, I have to bury. Okay, get the Octobers, of course, that has been accounted for. Close combat kills. One of many close combat kills that you get if your run, like, doesn't die this early. As soon as Ape gets close combat, it's over. It's so over. Hey, Heliodisc should only say kill with. Okay, no, yeah, it's always Thunderbolt. A bit more and it would have been Hyper Voice range, which doesn't really matter, but it's better. Like this. Okay, now it has to be Grass Knot thanks to the quad weakness. And Ape takes really little damage from that, because it's not very heavy and also it's resisted. Which allows me to click Fake Out, which is necessary. And I don't know, Aura Sphere. Now I one-shot the remaining Chatot with Overhit. What the hell is my playlist doing? Where is this song? Just played something I haven't listened to for years. Neutral damage, by the way. That's how good Chatot is. Regional bird, by the way. I think it's from Johto. Yeah, Johto fucking sucks. It's by far the worst region. The only good thing it has is the music from the remakes. That's really good. Like, they had to compensate with good music, because the game would suck otherwise. And yeah, immediately I get the Johto starters. I mean, that you would see now. The guy with the 3 Johto starters. Just as I'm slandering the whole region. Yeah, it's good to see. Okay, there's this Typhlosion, which is extremely difficult to kill. And it outspeeds most mons. Well, it's 100 base speed, that makes sense. It's just worth an ape though, like, try to find a better stat. Yeah, it's a bit more tanky, but this attack is so low you can't use it as a physical attacker, so goodbye to that. It has almost the same special attack as Ape. It's slower than Ape. And it's not that more bulky, like it's just worse Ape. And only fire type. It's really bad. Okay, let's see. Does Arcanine fight this guy? Nope. Dies to focus plus crit. I was thinking masculine because it mitigates eruption damage with Aqua Jet, but then it can also be focus blast if I'm unlucky, and if it crits, goodbye. So I guess this has to be Ape, right? I click Fake Out, Aura Sphere, and then like probably the skills if I go again. Let's see. It's like 51, so this would be 102. I would need 17. Yep. Ape just kills and you tank anything this guy throws at you. Immediately it should be Feraligatr. Yeah, both are slower. Feraligatr sees kills, so I don't have to worry about anything else. It's going to be Liquidation, most probably. And it's Sheer Force, so it can't drop me. But it still deals a ton of damage. What the hell is this? I guess this guy is the difficult thing to counter of this fight. It's like mini Swampert, right? This is mainly because my grass types suck. Ah, yeah, but Cloyster deals with it. I mean, not really. This can Sword Stance and then it starts to get really scary, so nope. No Cloyster. Okay, what about Victreebel with the Miracle Seed? It doesn't always kill. This guy sucks, bro. Yeah, bro. Takes too much from Liquidation. I mean, it doesn't take too much, but if it gets crit, then yes. What about Hariyama? Never dies, doesn't deal enough. Easily baits. Sword Stance, okay, not really. It baits another one, and I get some free damage on the way. Volton kills if it's like chipped, but it can switch in. Okay, like anything that actually tanks a crit. I was thinking Aggron, but yeah, it's super effective, so goodbye to Aggron tanking anything. Seismitoad tanks one hit, but for what? It has to tank like 2. Seadra, but Seadra has really bad offenses, so it's like neutral slash resisted damage. Most of it. Genuinely, what do I do against this? I mean, I can go for Hariyama here. Click Fake Out for the free damage. I should leave double burn unless it gets like a max roll crit. So we can actually afford to bring the whole Silk Scarf got set up. This deal is 25%, and what can I do with a 25% bond? I can try to get Crunch from this. Is there any way that this clicks Crunch? I never see Crunch coming from this, right? Yep, there's just no way. Why is this even Crunch? Like what mon walls this that hard? Is there even a quad resist at this point? Like there's Kingdra, but Kingdra you get it later. Well, I don't know. I mean, Bronum leaves any liquidation crit, so But the problem is that it dies to non-crit into crit. And it's slower, because many things are slower. That's what happens when they have the good nature. Well, Broom has the good nature actually, okay, but it's not just slower. Emboldened can't take a crit. That's part of the problem. And Staraptor dies to crit, so I can't even intimidate. Yeah, again, the lack of good grass types is kinda hinting. Because there's another option. I'm thinking if I go Citrus Berry Bloom and switch into Liquidation, and I pre-damage enough so that Liquidation always triggers Citrus Berry, the worst that can happen is that it max rolls, right? Well, let's think about crit later, which is 7 less HP than 75%. That's like always better, because then I don't die to crit. If it crits, okay, yeah, it's worse, but it's better for the average case, so let's do that problem play. And because it has like Mach Punch, I can actually do it with only Broom. And if it's Crunch, what about Crunch? Then I can just stay in, so it's basically the same, right? Well, not really, because I will be pre-damaged. Okay, so Ape has to kind of make sure it's not in crunch range. I think that's doable. That should be doable, actually. Yeah, because this is 105. That's like 23. Okay, it has to max, to crit max roll. That's too unlikely. So I pre-damage this guy to what? I mean, it has to be at exactly 51 after a liquidation, which would be 60, 90 HP. Okay, 90 HP. And then 75% on this guy is 78. This never kills. The thing is, this can be... how much? This can be 7 less than that, so it's 71. And I still don't die. Okay, then it's perfect. It can also proc like effects for bullshit. Okay, if I'm missing something, I'm sorry, Broom, but it looks like you're the goat. Okay, then this guy comes in. It can go for like Swords Dance if I'm not careful, but should be under control, right? Because then you're like, should be in range for Body Slam. Maybe not. I actually want a bit less HP. Well, you can just go here on Body Slam. Never die to +1. Click dual wing beak twice and you're done. Orbital kinda does the same. Ape kinda does the same. Hariyama works decently. Even Big Dribble, yeah, this looks doable. Okay, Berlin has to be at 90 HP, that's like the main thing. And Citrus Berry, of course. That's too much to the right. Okay, still needs glasses, right? There's no reason not to give it the glasses. Okay, well, let's remove items. This is still glasses. Store. This guy's in the box. Okay, it's Bloom, Orbital, Oyster, Mitruko. Okay, who isn't on the team? It was Cloister actually. Okay, Oranberry, this has to be at 90 HP, so let's do it right now. And holding a citrus berry. Hariyama has to kinda be burned. And all of these guys should be okay with a cherry berry because it's like sword stance. I mean, no, it's like polish slam. Yeah, let's just hope I didn't miss any vital part of it. The alligator is really scary. I'm happy with the idea I had. It's borderline the only thing that makes it doable. So yeah, usually these guys are box check. There's a choice scarf type lotion later with eruption again. That looks really scary too. I just go in. I just even speed up. Well, not that much. Okay, fake out should be guaranteed here. Always fake out, no reason not to. Now, because of fake out, this is less likely to use eruption. And it can be focus blast. Focus blast can also miss, by the way, and never kills me. But yeah. If it's eruption, it will reward because it's with. Now I hit and damage. Yeah, damage is non-existent now from eruption. It depends on the current HP when you use it. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, click Aura Sphere again. Now it's Alligator for always liquidation. Which for once we want, and for once can't drop defense because it's sheer force. And secondary effects are transformed into like extra damage. If this doesn't proc Citrus Berry, it gets like really weird. It should be, yeah, there's always citrus. Well, yeah, that's effect spore for you. It was a lot better on Among Us, to be fair. Okay, I'm just guaranteed to kill this guy. There's nothing it can do. Like, I just shit bomb and Mach Punch. It's guaranteed to sleep for one turn. I could also kill with a crit or something, but this works. Okay, now the problem is that Meganium definitely can't sword stance and there's nothing I can do. It should still be okay because I'm immediately going Staraptor who intimidates. So at least it will be my like +1 instead of +2. And after that it can't go for it again. Let's see if it attacks or not. Okay, it's Body Slam, that's good. Gets the crit. I should be okay now, even if it crits again, yeah. Well, we can beat. Doesn't kill, but I just guaranteed win. So I'm faster, the next turn I will just click again. I can't get paralyzed because I have the berry. And I leave a crit. Strawberry is showing up right now. It was really useless before, when it was Staravia. And still a bit useless because it doesn't tank like shit. But it deals a ton of damage to compensate. It's like anti-Corbinite. Okay, let's do some more. Not that many, it's a bit late, so maybe I don't do that many. Also, it gets a bit repetitive doing these trainers. Like, I get that's part of the game, but could also be a bit, like, you know, a bit shorter. I get that if there's more fights, the game is more difficult. But it could also be a bit shorter. Like, some of these fights, to be honest, aren't any fun gimmick. They're just there to fill out space. And yeah, here it was like 3 starters, but come on. Okay, now it's a double, so just because of that, I think I'm stopping now. I'm just going to show it to you real quick, like for a moment. But yeah, that's it for today. 100%. It doesn't appear correctly on the documentation. Like, this is a double battle, okay? And there's a acrobat. Yeah, this one is horrible. I'm not doing this today. Like, no chance I'm doing this. It's just, it's miserable. Hate to do this one. It's even faster than Bolton. Like, yeah, what am I going to do? So yeah. Short one. Let's continue tomorrow or something. See ya.